Hi guys, welcome back to episode of DB Cars, and today's episode I'll be showing guys TribeCar or CarClub in general, Toyota Noah. So let's dive straight to this video right now. Alright then, so here is guys the 4th generation Toyota Noah hybrid from TribeCar itself. So I'll be showing you guys the damages for this vehicle, there's any, before I show you guys the trunk space as well as the interior itself. So starting out with the damages for this vehicle itself. Starting out from the back itself, there isn't any obvious damage other than some dirt right at the bottom itself. Moving along to the side of the car, the driver's side, no obvious damage which I can spot as well, which is a good thing for this vehicle since Tribe just acquired this vehicle a couple months back. So and moving to the front, no obvious damage from what I can see as well. And last but not least, the passenger side, which has also no damages which I can observe. So yeah, let me just tell you guys this vehicle in general itself. So basically this is the 4th generation Toyota Noah itself. So basically this is the it carries on from the 3rd generation, which it has already which I already reviewed in the past. So basically the one that I reviewed on my channel in the past was a facelifted Toyota Noah. It may look very similar to this itself, but it's not. It is a whole complete different body styling from the 3rd generation facelift to this itself. So basically what they changed is some changes to the front as well as the interior, which I'll show you guys later on as well. But basically this is the hybrid. Upon first driving impression wise, from driving from home lot to here, I can say I am very impressed with how what are the changes that Toyota had done to this vehicle itself. Plus this is one of the many few MPV that you get out there when you book private hire vehicle. So basically like Grab and some other Gojek. Oh yeah, Grab, Gojek, and one more. I don't know what is it, but yeah, basically that is it in general itself. Let me just show you guys the trunk space right now. So to access the trunk space, you can just locate the button right down the Toyota emblem. Just press on that, and you should just press on that and just move out of the way so that you're able to load stuff. So currently this vehicle is in its 3-row configuration, so hence you can see the seat are down for this configuration itself. But let's say you want to have more space. If let's say you're just carrying 3 person or just carrying 4 person including the driver, which is the 4th person, then you could actually remove the seat itself. So basically the way to do so is just via unlatching the center part of the headrest. So basically just remove this top part right here and just slot it at the side here. Fold down the rear seat via pulling a lever, if I could find it somewhere. Right, if I remember how to do it exactly itself. So basically you pull on that. Oh my god, you have to pull on that lever, pull and just okay, yeah, that drop down. And last but not least, you got this thing that goes up, and make sure you just lock it in position. This is something like that, and that should be basically it itself. Let me see whether I'm missing any steps itself. So yeah, so basically you have to if I remember, I think the previous gen you had to buckle it somewhere if I'm not wrong itself. But if not, you could actually you must press on this so that this latch right here is able to lock in itself. If not, you will have some issue doing it itself. But other than that, you can just imagine once this other seat is up, there's more space in this vehicle itself. So yeah, the way to do it the other side is just basically by pressing on this lever. Just pull on that and just drop the seat down, ensure that it's locked into that latch right there. Once that's done, it's just basically doing the whole thing other way around itself. So yeah, that's basically it. If not, there's more space right down below there if you want to put some stuff. So yeah, and just need to pull this seat back up. Just basically pull on that, slide it to the position that you want, lock it in, take this seat arm headrest back up, and you got your third row seat back up again. So yeah, that's basically it for the third row seating itself. So yeah, and that oh yeah, if I haven't already showed the trunk capacity, I'll probably put on screen right now the trunk capacity for this vehicle itself. So yeah, last but not least, it just got some seat belt right here for the seat itself. So I think this should be for the middle row passenger for safety purposes itself. So yeah, and that I think that's basically it. Let me see what else you do that. These some of the fuses, I think. So, but I don't think I want to touch that either. So yeah, close the trunk down. It's very simple. Just need to grab on this lever, pull it down, and it should close itself. Usually, one thing I realized I had one issue with the old Noah is the. Let me just get in first because it's raining. Just put on this lever, electronic sliding doors, and just jump right in. To close it up, just put on this lever. Alright. Alright, let me just go back to the topic. So basically going back on the topic of the trunks. Oh my gosh, so foggy. So basically going back on the topic of the trunk issue I had with the third generation Noah is basically there's times where I think basically in short is there's some issue. For the Chariot Toyota Noah itself, the issue that I encounter is how do I explain it? You have to really slam that thing very hard in order to latch on it, because if you don't do it very hard, it will just keep prompting you that is, hey, that's not close at all. Then you have to do it over and over again until that warning on the dashboard itself right there is literally just go off by itself. If not, it'll just ping you every once in a while that hey, the trunk's still open. So it's a bit annoying itself. But at least hopefully for this vehicle itself, I did close the trunk properly itself, so that won't be any issue for me at all. So yeah, but let me just show you guys the second row of the seat right now itself. So basically this is how the second row looks like. So if let's say I want to have so this is the same thing as the Toyota Alpha itself, where you got a tray in the center and you got this airplane style seat where you got both armrests on either side itself. So if I don't want the armrest on, let's say the side where I'm coming out, I can just lift that up. This if I want to, let's say if I want to transition from the second row to the back third row itself, I could actually technically do that. If I remember correctly, there's unfortunately there's no lever for this, so you can just push it down. This be down and you can just slide your way back up to the second row seat itself. But currently this is how the before I show you guys the third row, let me just show you guys the second row properly itself. So basically this is how it looks like to be sitting in the second row seat of the Toyota Noah itself. Basically you just get some storage right here on either side. You get a very nice hook right here which you can hook your stuff. So you can, people that go grocery shopping can definitely hook some stuff right here. Unfortunately, this is only right behind the driver's seat itself. There's nothing behind the passenger seat, so that's one downside to this vehicle itself. Moving on, on both sides of the doors itself, you do get a sunshade which can be lowered or raised just by lifting up from the seat right here. So basically, just lift up and just hook it onto the hook at the top itself. So yeah, you should got your window switches to wind down the window if let's say you want to wind down the windows for some unknown purposes. Your door reach handle to get out of the car. You got a very nice grab handle right here to, if let's say you have elderly parents and you have issues that getting out of the car itself, you can definitely grab hold onto that and have a more accessible in getting in and getting out of the vehicle itself. So yeah, last but not least, you got some air vents right here which you could adjust. You also got a grab thingy right here itself which can grab hold onto itself, and the same for the other side as well as the back for the back passenger itself. Usually in an MPV kind of vehicle itself, you expect a rear AC controller which you have right here itself. So if you need to adjust this, you can just slide it accordingly itself. So yeah, unfortunately you don't really you do get a light right here which can turn on or turn off with a press of a button. but I think normally that will be on when the doors are open itself. So yeah, all right, let me just show you how to adjust the seat itself. So oh yeah, sorry, based on the current seating position that I'm in, I got about a fist, about 1/4 of fist space. Headroom wise, don't even bother because MPV, you get MPV at tons of headroom space, which is very good for this vehicle itself. So yeah, all right, let me just show you the seat controls for the Noah itself. So same as the 3rd generation Noah itself, where you have a lever at the side, which is right here, and no, only these two itself. So if I remember correctly, this lever you're able to slide forward and back just by pulling up. You're able to slide forward, back, and if I'm not wrong, to the side as well, so to the left side. So okay, not that lever, so that's the front and back. Let me see if I'm able to do it. No, I don't think this lever itself. Let me see, this is the backrest lever, so you're able to tilt and forward how back you want. Let me see if I remember correctly. If not the first lever, then it should be the second lever itself. So yeah, okay, seems like that is not the function at all. Not too sure what am I doing wrong here. No, look like I'm just sliding back and forth continuously, aimlessly. Yeah, I think I'm definitely missing out something, because I remember the 3rd generation Noah itself, the previous generation which I reviewed from Sherrod itself, you're able to technically move these two seats closer to one another, and technically you're able to do a bed. You're able to create a bed out of these two seats and the back row seat, which you're able to do so itself. Maybe because they added this table right here itself, it removed the ability to do so itself. So yeah, table wise, what do I say? Well, it's very simple itself. Just got a table right here, but there's a maximum of 3 kilos which you could put on top. Anything more than that, I think we just collect itself lah. So yeah, and for the cup holders itself, you're just able to put drink just like that itself. So yeah, that's basically it for the 2nd row seat itself. All right, let me just show you guys the 3rd row seating right now. So let me just get up and move to the back of the Noah itself. Alright, right now in the 3rd row seating itself, one thing you definitely okay, so basically this is how the looks like to be sitting at the 3rd row of the Noah itself. First impression wise, you definitely feel like this seat is much, even though there's great padding to the seat itself, I want to say there's a slight downgrade from those seats that you just sat in the middle row itself. Because typical to me it's quite typical that this is a foldable seat, so the thickness of the foam is not really the same at the front. So yeah, but moving on, you got 2 cup holders right here, which is quite good, and same for the other side. The other side only unfortunately got one, but seems like someone put their junk right there itself. So that's unfortunate reality of car sharing itself. So yeah, let me see. Okay, before I show you the center seating, so basically this is how it looks like. The seat, this is based off the current seating position itself. So I got about a fist of legroom space right here. Headroom is still the same as the front, the middle row, which I showed you guys a few moments ago. You also get some seat storage right at the back for either side, and yeah, cup holders, which I already mentioned itself. So yeah, all right. Let me see how does it feel like to sit in the center of the seat itself. Well, this is your view that you get. One good thing, at least you have direct R access to the front, which if let's say the AC is pointing straight, you're able to have some AC blowing towards you from the front if it's strong enough. But if not, good amount of space, because if this was if both of these seats were reclined much more further back, I think you have not much leg room, but you could actually technically just stretch your leg out just like that, and or maybe just one leg, and you should be comfortable, provided the people sitting right beside you on the left and on the right are willing to share your seat. But I can imagine if someone were to sit in the 3rd row seat of the Noah itself, I won't say it's that bad, but it's still alright itself. I think if you ask me personally, I think putting three more kids or teenagers right behind here wouldn't be an issue, because they're still growing. So yeah, I think it's perfect for them itself, unlike the mirror seat where anybody can sit in it, because it's built around them itself. So yeah, other than that, I think that's basically it for the second and third row seat of the Noah itself. Let me just jump to the front of the vehicle right now to show you guys itself. So yeah, so let's just alright then. So right now I am at the front of the Toyota Noah itself. So basically this is how it looks like for the interior. Sorry, this is how it looks like for the dashboard itself. So like, first impression wise, I can definitely say this is in my opinion, after driving the previous generation and driving this, I am more of a fan of this interior, because it looks so much better and well, I don't know, something about it looks so much better than the previous generation itself. So yeah, plus before I show you the storage space itself, one thing I have to emphasize is I don't know whether is it the previous generation the visibility was quite poor, but for this generation, the Noah itself, I feel the visibility has been improved, because Toyota know that this is a bigger size MPV from their Sienna, so hence they give you bigger windows at the side right here, at the back right here, as well as if let's say the headrest was lower a bit, I could actually technically see out from the furthest window from there, which is that window right there, which I was sitting at a few seconds ago itself, which is so much better itself compared to the previous generation itself. Plus, yeah, I think that's basically it. That's what I want to say for the visibility wise. If let's say you're changing lanes in the vehicles, changing lanes from like maybe a changing lane is much better itself than the previous generation itself. So yeah, I'm definitely a big fan of it itself. So alright, let me just show you guys the storage space you do get for this vehicle right now. So one of the storage space right here is you get this space right here itself, which you could put your, I think if I have my small bag with me right now, I could actually technically put them right here rather than putting maybe right at the top right here, which is a bit too small for me, or right down at the bottom, which is another bigger storage space itself. So yeah, overall I think storage space wise for this vehicle is definitely no stranger at all, because there's tons of space which you could put your stuff in it itself. Moving on, you got another space right here which you want to put your stuff. You could do so. If not, you can still remove this plastic cover, maybe just place it right here and to put more stuff in it. Plus, as well as you can charge your phone right here with the USB Type-C port itself. So yeah, or maybe this makes sense why there's this cover itself which you can put over it, then your cable can go through itself. So yeah, moving along, you got another storage space right here which I mentioned. I was putting my bag on it just now, but you can definitely put a big size camera bag like this in the center, which is so convenient itself. So yeah, alright, moving on, you got another storage space right here and some space right here. I think you could technically put your drinks right here if you want to, which is quite good. If not, there or there. So yeah, not bad. You also got a 12-volt socket outlet right down below there as well. And yeah, that's basically it itself. Alright, moving on. Oh yeah, and there's more storage space at the side of it itself, which as you guys can see, there's one space right here and another space right here itself. So yeah, same for the front passenger itself, which is very, very good for this vehicle. Alright, now let me move on to the center console. So basically, center console is still the same as what I remembered from the third generation Noah itself. Just like they're still the same, just that I don't think there was a regenerative mode for this vehicle itself, but the same gears that you see in any car, park, reverse, neutral and drive, is still the same. That's basically, it's the same for the previous gen, but I don't remember there was a B mode for the previous generation, or maybe I'm wrong on that itself. So yeah, but let's move on to the next few function. Basically, you got so basically right here you just got your traction control button, your EV mode, which is basically to use the battery power for a short period of time before it kick back to combustion power. And you got various driving mode which this vehicle has, which are eco, normal and sports mode itself. So basically, eco mode is just like the most gentle driving itself for fuel saving. Then you got normal mode, which is just a regular normal mode where you could actually drive as per normal, but let's say on the floor there's a slightly faster response to it. But if let's say I know this will be quite popular for MPB drivers itself, which is sports mode or power mode, where you just basically I tested it out few moments ago while driving to this location. Basically, if you were to floor it itself, this vehicle will just instantly give you 100% power without having any lag in it, so which is very good if let's say that kind of drivers that want to dash for the traffic light before it turn red itself. So yeah. Alright, let's move on to the last few buttons. Basically, last few buttons is just your electronic handbrake. So gone are the days where the previous generation has a leg handbrake. So basically, the old Noah itself has a leg handbrake, which is basically right in the console right there, where you have to press on it to engage the handbrake and press it again to disengage it itself. That is completely gone now and replaced with electronic handbrake itself. So yeah, and another welcome feature for this vehicle itself is the brake hold function, which this vehicle now has. I can't remember whether the previous generation had it or not, but at least this 4th generation Noah have it right now is a very welcome addition to it itself. So yeah, if you're wondering what has replaced in this leg handbrake, if you can call it, well, it's the IU unit for our electronic tow thing itself. So the ERP 2.0, where you put your cash card, is right there itself. Personally, I feel that could be, how do I say, damaged quite easily itself, because I think if you are just transiting over from a 3rd generation Noah to a 4th generation Noah, you might mistaken it as the handbrake is still there itself. So there might be a chance that you might be kicking it, and eventually I think it will just rip out its position itself. So I hope maybe TribeCar can relocate it to maybe in the center right here itself, which is much more convenient and easier to reach than there itself. That's very ugly itself. So yeah. Alright, moving on, you just got your various AC controls right here. So basically, you got your front AC button, your rear AC button. Yeah, front and rear. This for the various recirculation function, as well as, so basically, this is basically the recirculation function button for the cabin inside the vehicle itself. If you got a button right above here which controls how you want the AC to be blowing at you. You got various fan speed and your temperature control right here itself. You got a front and rear defroster right here, and this turn off the fans for the AC itself, and last but not least, your auto climate control for the whole of the AC itself. So yeah, moving along, you just got 2 AC vents right here, and your hazard light button itself. And right at the top is your I think this is from Toyota itself. So this is infotainment which has Bluetooth audio itself, as well as just a regular FM and AM radio itself. So yeah, and right beside is your start stop button to turn on and turn off the vehicle itself. So that I'll show you guys later when I at the end of it I'll show you guys itself. So yeah. Alright, let's move on to the wheel right now itself. So the wheel itself, if you have driven the Toyota Aqua, the new version of the Toyota Aqua, you've already driven it. You have driven the new Sienta. What else? The 12th generation Toyota Otis. This wheel won't be alien to you itself, because it is just basically the same thing as it is. Because as you know, car manufacturer usually they like to share the same parts itself. So all these functions on the left and right hand side are the same itself. So basically on the left you just got all your controls for the infotainment itself, as well as the center screen right here, which I'll show you guys later on. And on the right is all your cruise control function itself, which I'll show you guys later on as well. Moving to the stocks on either side. On the left hand side right here, you got your wiper stocks. So basically all the way down for continuous wiping, all the way up for one swipe, just to stop the wiper itself. And this is your rear wiper controls right here, and this to adjust the frequency for the front wipers itself. To wash the front, to wash the front windscreen, just need to pull back on it, and you'll just spray some water fluid, and you'll just wash the windscreen itself. And that's basically it. On the other side, you got your indicators as well as your headlight controls. So basically, to adjust it, just need to twist the knob all the way down, all the way up for the various light control itself. High beam just need to push forward, and this changer just pull back itself. To flash the high beam, just need to pull back, and it will flash the high beam itself. So yeah, that's basically it for the controls on the car itself. Alright, let's move on to the last few buttons right down below there itself. So basically right down below here, you got your auto headlight control as well as your headlight dimming switch right here itself. And right down below it, you got your power door. So basically just to turn off the power door itself. So yeah. Alright, moving on, you just got your 4 window switches, your lock unlock for the car doors itself. This prevents people from rolling down the windows, and you got your mirror adjusting right here itself. So basically adjust the right hand side, just twist to the right and just adjust it accordingly using this knob right here itself. Once done, just go back to its original position, which is that, and that's basically it. And you got your folding mirrors itself. So basically right now, if you want to fold the mirrors in, just need to press on this and you'll fold the mirrors in. Unfold just the other way itself. So yeah. Alright, right now, okay, next side you got your sun visor right here, which is very big, and you also got this light, this mirror right here, which turn on the light when you open the mirror itself. So yeah, and this also can be swiveled to the left or the right hand side depending on which side you're sitting on. You're able to do that, and the same for the passenger side itself, which has the mirror and the light itself. So yeah, just like that. Alright, last but not least, you got your light control switches right here itself. So basically you got your main light right here itself, and this is for the left or right hand side, as well as when I open the doors, when I open, so basically you got the power door functions to open the left and right hand side of the door itself. So let's say I want to open the left hand side, I can just press on this, press and hold, sorry. The doors will open, and it will just turn on the light, which can do so via this button itself. Same for the back will on the light as well. So yeah, close it, just need to press and hold as well, so that you close the doors. So yeah, that's basically it for that. If I'm not wrong, let me see whether I'm able to do it with one hand, one press of the button. Usually you're able to do it with just one press. So basically right now the doors are open. Let me just see if I just one press. Yeah. So basically one press doesn't work itself. So you have to press and hold in order to close the door itself. Technically you don't really have to press and hold the entire way. Just press and hold until the doors are closing by itself. So yeah. Alright, I think that's basically it for all. Alright, almost forgot. Last but not least, if you're wondering how to adjust the steering wheel as well as the seat, steering wheel, adjust this lever right here itself. Just pull on this and you're able to adjust it accordingly itself. Once done, just lock it in, and that's it itself. So yeah. Alright, to adjust the seat itself, there's this lever right at the bottom, which is right here itself. Just pull on that and you're able to slide the seat backwards or forwards depending on its position. And this right here to adjust the height itself, and you also got the angle of the seat right here itself. So yeah, that's basically it for all the controls on the wheel as well as the seat itself. So now let me just turn on the car and show you guys the infotainment as well as that screen itself. So put on the brake and just start the car up. So basically the car right now is already turned on. So yeah, basically right now the car is turned on already. So let me just start out with the infotainment itself first. So basically this is how the infotainment looks like. It is touchscreen itself, so you're able to touch on various things itself. So if I want to do Bluetooth audio, I can do that, and just look for this thing right here itself. Yeah, and you're able to link your phone up. Same thing goes for radio. You can just touch on it, or you could adjust it accordingly. Technically you're only able to adjust the volume function as well as the voice command through these two buttons itself. Other than that, not much itself. If not, it could technically, let me see if I'm able to do so itself. Yeah, actually if not, you're able to plug in your device through this port right here as well. So yeah, that's basically it for the infotainment itself. There isn't really much to show you guys for this itself. Let me see if there's a reversing camera. This is the reversing camera if anyone's wondering. So yeah, alright, now let me just show you guys the screen itself. So basically this screen itself right here is the same as the Noah, not Noah, the Sienta, the Corolla Altis, as well as the Sienta. Yeah, basically what I mentioned at the start is the same itself, but if you want to cycle through the function, you're able to do so via this button right here, and you're able to do that just pressing down or up itself. So yeah, basically there's very different functions you guys want to. If you want to guys find out more, you can definitely rent this car out, which I'll put in location down right below itself. So yeah, okay, let me just show you guys the cruise control right now. I think cruise control, you're basically this is basically the lane keeping assist right here. You got speed limiter, so basically yeah, you have to shift it to drive in order to use it. But let me see if basically I still on this. I have to, the got to be moving in order to use to show it properly itself. But yeah, basically you're able to start the cruise control itself. Once you're technically rolling, you're able to press on this. Then this adjusts how many car length you want it to be. Then you can just adjust the speed through here itself. So yeah, I think that's basically it for all this for this vehicle itself. In my opinion, in summary itself, if you ask me to describe this vehicle in one word, I would say this is so much better than the third generation, the previous generation Noah itself. So yeah. Alright then, so yeah, I forgot to show you guys one more thing, which is the key for this vehicle itself. So basically this is how the key looks like for the 4th generation Toyota Noah itself. Basically just the lock and unlock function, as well as the power doors for both sides itself. So let's say you're on the outside itself and you want to open the doors on the left, the rear door which is that, or the rear right door which is that, you can just press on it and doors will open itself. This car also has keyless entry itself, so if you're walking away, you are able to just lock it just by pressing on the door handle itself. And the same goes for, it's just for the front itself. So yeah, that's basically it honestly for this video itself. I think that's basically it for this video itself. If you guys enjoy the video itself, do click the subscribe button down right below to see more videos like this, or click subscribe and click see my 2 other videos. And with that, I'll see you guys in my next video.